this is Jon Clements. Welcome to the UMass Fruit Advisor. Today is Wednesday, May 31st on a warm sunny day. We're out at the UMass Cold Spring Orchard in Belchertown looking at some trees that were planted last year. I have my colleague and friend Win Cowgill from Rutgers Cooperative Extension with me today. Win is up here doing a sabbatical for the spring term with West Audio. And Win is going to talk about a couple of horticultural principles, techniques to help train these young trees that are very useful on first and second leaf trees. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Win, and he's going to tell you about a technique called stripping, and we'll maybe do a little pinching. The whole goal is to single out that central leader.
Thank you, John. Okay, we're going to talk today about a practice called stripping, and that is singling out the central leader so that we only have one central leader. Any young apple tree, these are 2-year-old trees, get a variety of shoots. That first, second, third, fourth bud underneath the leader actually starts to grow, and we get a bush at the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to single out that leader so we have just one shoot for our central leader, and we want to get that growing up 2 to 3 feet this season. So I'm going to actually strip these younger leaders off now, side shoots rather. Now that I've got one leader left that I left, that's going to really take off. All the energy is going to go up in that shoot, and I'll get 2 to 3 feet of growth on that. I might even take a few of these younger apples off right here if I wanted to do that. We want to get that leader growing up. Okay, we're looking at another 2-year-old apple tree in the orchard. We've got 3 or 4 shoots growing straight up, and we want to single this out. We call this singling the leader. I want to get it down to 1 leader. One shoot that'll be my leader. So I'm going to pull these shoots out, take this cluster of really dominant side shoots out, and I might even take that guy out as well. Now I've got one single shoot that's going to be my leader, and we want that to grow 2 to 3 feet. And now that there's no competition, we might take this fruit off as well. That'll grow up and make a nice leader for us this season. Okay, this is a 2-year-old tree that wasn't corrected last season. So what we have now actually is a 2-leader tree, and we never want that. So what we want to do is leave the most dominant shoot to be the leader. So I'm going to come in here and make a cut and take that out. And now I've got one leader that's going to take off and be a very nice central leader for me. I actually may strip that out as well, so that now all my growth is here, and I'm going to get a nice 2 to 3 foot leader out of this tree this year.
Okay, Win talked about stripping. I'm going to just briefly talk about a technique called pinching, where particularly in a vertical axis tree, where we've got these short shoots coming out of the 1-year growth from last year, a recommended practice is to pinch these back. Take the terminal right out completely so that those will slow down and start to set up into a fruiting mode and set up fruit buds. So that's called pinching, different than stripping. And again, these are lower on the tree. They're not competing with the leader, but I do want them to be held back a little bit and not be growing up and out. This is just in the top of the tree, say about head height or above.
Okay, we've got our leaders stripped out, and now we've got some competing side shoots that are growing up a little lower, but we want to save these for branches, so we want to train these. Ideally, we like to do these smaller shoots that are 6 inches or so. Here's one that's a little bit older, left from last year, and it's just a little woody, but we still have a good angle. So I've got these big blue clothespins, and we can just put it in there to get our angle right, and it rests right on the branch. And that works very well to get that little side shoot flattened out. And I'm going to do the one on the other side. And we got nice 2 flat shoots. We could use this blue one if we had a smaller wood one, the regular kind you use for clothes. It would work nice. So now we've got 3 nice shoots flattened out, and that's going to set up a couple fruit buds this summer. Slow that branch down permanently for us.
Okay, thanks, Win. That was great. 3 techniques for training these young trees. Stripping, so we reduce the competition for the leader. A little pinching on vertical axis trees on the upper shoots to help them start to set up fruit buds. And finally, on the shoots that we want to keep for permanent branches, we want a nice flat angle on those, get them growing out. These clothespins, pinning them down with these clothespins is a great technique to use on that. So this is the time of the year to get this done, about June 1st. And again, on first and second leaf trees is the ideal time to do it. So for today, Jon Clements for the UMass Fruit Advisor. We'll see you next week.